Wow, that's it's nice. It's the opening 10 games of our season, as we've referred to many times, have been very difficult. If there was any silver lining to our schedule in the 18 games that we talk about counting so much, it was the fact that 3 of the 4 first ones were at home. But we dropped the very opening one to a very good Oral Roberts team, clearly, and but we've got one on the road and two more at home, and it's a great start. I feel really great for the guys. You know, that there's, on the one hand, as a coach, you know very well that we've got work to do. Clearly, we're a team that couldn't quite put them away. We're on the verge of putting them away, and they're a very gutty, ratty team that plays like that and grinds very well. And it's kind of is one of those teams, the games, who's going to crack first, but for us to get it and get it done, know what this is like. This is the first time Dre's played against him and Jeff Ricard's played against him, and to go through what it feels like and everything. It was very nice to get this win. 4 of our last 5 have been victories. And, you know, now we get tested, but we'll enjoy this for a little while until we get ready to go on that road trip to Stephen F. Austin.
Roe Johnson not feeling his best tonight, but ever the competitor, he just wanted to be out there banging bodies tonight, I think. 14 points, 14 rebounds for Roe.
Well, he's not feeling. I mean, he's usually is so competitive and enjoys victory so much, but he's really hurting right now. And we've been wondering what was wrong with him, but his energy was sapped. And I brought him out early in the second half and just said, "Are you okay?" And put my arm around him and said, "Are you going to make it?" I said, "I don't see a smile. I don't see anything. I'm fine." And he went out there and he played pretty well for the next few minutes. And you know, we strategically are always trying to sub him right before the media timeout. You know, you'll see Jan and Jamal make an appearance, or maybe Roger for him for 90 seconds. Then all we're trying to do is get him the front side of the media timeout, then the timeout, then maybe one play, and then that gives him about a 3 to 5 minute rest at most. Unless we're really rolling, then I bring him back in, and it's worked for us pretty well. But you know, a lot of guys made contributions tonight. In a row, again, a double-double. But, you know, defensively, I thought we did some nice work. It got into that meat grinder time. And, you know, the game can turn on a call or two or a play or two. You know, we come down here, and I thought Brandon got to the basket with a fair amount of contact. Okay, no call down here. Their guy drives with virtually no contact, and it was a bump and an and one. And that's where you just, you know, one little swing of momentum one way or the other really makes it, you know, these games are just so close. And there's just, they can swing on such a small mistake, a turnover of the ball. They came roaring back from 10 points down and cut this thing down to 1 point. And
twice they come back, and the first time it was on, they got it to 4, and then you pushed it back up to 10. Right. Then they cut it to 1, and it was one of those typical of this series. Just didn't want to go away. But this is actually probably a fairly high-scoring game for this series.
It is.
This is not the same Nicholls State team we've seen the last 5-6 years under head coach J.P. Piper.
Well, it's not. They've been a little bit more deliberate, but you know, I give J.P. credit for, you know, working with his personnel. These guys are fairly quick and they can attack you, and you know, for us, you know, if we get into a game of attrition, we're not going to give you a 3. You're going to have to beat us 2 at a time. Well, they were grinding it out pretty good, but you know, that without the 3 ball, it's almost impossible to get all the way back. And they almost got there tonight, but we defended the 3 ball very well, and we made them become a one-on-one team. In years past, they would have struggled with that. This team does a pretty good job, and I'm not going to look forward to going down there. I'm sure it'll be a very tough game. And that environment and everything, you know, I hope our guys handle it. But again, we'll focus on tonight and what we did tonight. But again, my concern is defensive mistakes. You know, we had a play in the first half where AB wanted to switch men, and he's looking at me, and the referee's handing the ball to the inbounder. And we literally gave them a bucket under our bucket. Now, Antonio needs to realize it doesn't really matter what's going on. You can switch back during the possession. Stay right there and guard. But those are some of those immature mistakes that even some of our veterans still make. Not as savvy as I'd like them to be. Turnovers late in the game that give them the ball back. Rebounds and stuff right in front of our goal. Opportunities in front of our goal that 1 or 2 more dinked in. And all of a sudden, you know, control is ours and they can't get back in there. Once it gets down below 5, anything can happen. But if we're going to be a team that can really contend for one of the top 4 spots, we've got to eliminate those plays and really be smart. But what we're doing right now is we're learning, we're feeling our way through it, and we're winning. But I can guarantee you, if we do those things against Stephen F. Austin or against Northwestern State, we will not. And, still a lot of highs and lows, still a lot of things we have to do to get better. A long way to play, only 4 games, 14 more to go. But it's a good place to be right now, about as good as it could be.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win, and now back to work again.
Well, tomorrow I think we're going to have a few guys who didn't play very much, maybe get a workout in or a lift. We got to get some guys rested too. Roosevelt needs to get a good day's rest and come back on Monday morning and get into our 2-a-day regimen again and get ready to leave on Wednesday for Stephen F. Austin. A lot of work to do, get ready for them. They're a very complex team, run a bunch of stuff, and they put a lot of pressure on you on both ends of the floor. So it'll be a good test for us. We'll see how grown up we can be, how competitive we can be, and then turn around pretty quickly and take on Northwestern State. It'll be a purple wave weekend. A lot of purple on Thursday and Friday. And I'm sure we'll be sick of it by the time we get home. But see what we can do there and compete with some of the better teams in the league. It's Oral Roberts right now. It's Stephen F. Austin. It's Northwestern State, and the rest of us chasing them. But today we're in second place. Today we're in second place, and we'll enjoy it for a little while until about midnight tonight.
Well, good, Coach, and best of luck this coming week on the road in Nacogdoches.
Thank you. Appreciate it.